Silence! Not even Lord Eustace has the right to trespass in a military facility, much less to release a suspect in our custody, directly opposing the orders of His Grace the Duke.
I received a message from the Academy at noon today, and I returned by airship as quickly as I could, with your instructor.
What?
Instructor Looks like you've all done a fine job.
Now you want to fight her? Because she'll whoop all your asses.
Instructor Sarah?
What are you doing here?
And welcome back to this damn fucking PlayStation of mine. Crashed on me. Completely crashed on me. I couldn't even save the video clip. I was completely locked. So I had to fully turn my PlayStation off. So we get to lose a bit of footage, which was a funny thing of what was going on with Instructor Sarah on the train, which she just said something really important and everyone laughed at her because they didn't expect it. And now I gotta go talk to a bunch of people in the school again. I'm really pissed off right now. This PlayStation, for some reason, for the past few days, has crashed on me about 3 times. If this one dies, I'm not gonna be getting another one for a while, and I'm going to get seriously pissed.
It was the middle of June.
Already seriously pissed though.
With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista. With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life. But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the break, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams. I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much. But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class.
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway. I can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today.
Man, what are you doing?
You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Time to voice this all again. Jeez, what should we do, or what should I do? I don't even want to voice this shit again. I could stand to bone up on just about everything, honestly, but my biggest worry right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you, if you think it would help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though. Do you mean that? It'd be a huge help. I think I've lost like footage twice on this game because of this freaking PlayStation. My biggest weak spot is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a huge surprise to anyone. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you with that, if you like. Though in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later. Huh? What's up with her? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. Hey, Reen. What is it? You heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come and join you guys a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. Yep. So I need to go around the school and talk to a bunch of people who already have, like, some info on what to do. Geez, you want to turn up your radio even louder? Turn that bass down, dick. Anyway, meet this chick who looks like a total goth. Like, seriously. I love the rain. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't even need to study thanks to a special little trick of mine. Page 44 will be on our oral science exam. This is certain. This is fate. You're just making things up now. But what if she does have some sort of special powers? I mean, it couldn't hurt to study that page just in case. She's a weirdo. Someone yelling at that person to turn their thing down? That'd be hilarious. Studying for exams? Ha! Surely you jest. Excellent grades come naturally to me. There is no need for something as common as studying. That's just the nature of nobility after all. We have gifts that mere commoners cannot fathom. But you've got pencil marks all over your hands. Your imagination is playing tricks on you. If you let it lead you any further, you might imply that I've been studying in secret just to show Elisa up. You basically are. Everyone's so absorbed in studying for their midterms. I don't think anyone would call my grades amazing, so maybe I should start doing the same. If my parents' threats are to be believed, the fate of my allowance depends on it. There's a book back here. A book entitled The Fancier's Guide to Erebonian Opera and Painting sits pompously upon the shelf. Why would one book cover such different topics? Still, it'll probably cover some of the stuff on our exams. Wouldn't hurt to give it a read. The music room is actually a great place to study during the test period. It's so quiet. I invited Alan along to study with me, but he turned me down. Maybe he really is trying to avoid me. You might not have noticed, but I'm an horrible science whiz. My dad's a Ryanford employee, and he always used to help me study. Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good about these exams. I can't wait to get a perfect score and surprise Uncle Makarov. Help you study? Sorry. I can't teach to save my life. Worthless. Alan? Are you sure you don't want to study with Bridget? I mean, she definitely went out of her way to ask you and everything. I don't need her help. Let's hurry up and get back to the dorm so we don't get soaked. Sure. These sweets are delicious, Nicholas. It's always helpful to eat something sweet while you study, so I thought I should make my own. Don't eat too many though, or you'll end up too energized to concentrate. Got it. Nothing tops having a classmate you can count on. I didn't know it was possible, but Nicholas has somehow gotten even better at cooking. Maybe I should ask him to cook something I can share with the meal. Or is that another way you spell Emily? Is there really any need to study for those tests? It should be easy enough to get a decent grade without the panic scramble to study. That's quite the claim. You probably know this already, but the faculty lounge is off limits while exams are going on. If you want to see a teacher, you gotta knock on the door and ask. You got something you want to ask me? I've actually got an orbital science question to ask you. Figures, show me what's got you stumped, I'll get you up to speed. These will be your first. This will be your very first midterms, won't they? I have to admit, I'm a little nervous too. This is the first time I've come up with questions for them. You should be fine as long as you study up on everything we've covered in class. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. There were a couple of art history things I needed cleared up, actually. Oh my, a student is really relying on me for help? What a pleasant surprise. Art evolved in very complex ways during the Middle Ages, you see. Might I escort you home? We can stroll along, safely tucked under the same umbrella as the raindrops perform their emotional percussive concert. Tee, I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline your clearly selfless offer. Because I'll be studying for our midterms right here. Ha! Our midterms are really closing in, but I'm more afraid of the exam period being over than the exams themselves. When it's all over, I'll have to start going to swimming club practice again. Never mind, just ignore me, please. Right. Shut it, Hugo. I'm not taking any advice for you. I can memorize everything in one go the night before. Becky. You won't be able to remember anything that way. The trick to memorization is to study up just before you go. When you wake up, you review everything once more to seal the deal. It's easy, it's efficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it. You should try it too, Reen. Might as well give it a shot. Thanks. We're gonna go over here. Check out the library this time. This is so hard. Help me. I can't say anything. Come now, don't give up so quickly. The two of us will get through these together, one by one. You really are hopeless when it comes to studying, aren't you? Gee, thanks for the reminder. What up, boys? You just slow it down or pause it if you want to read that stuff. Remember, pause it or slow it down, though I probably went too fast for you to really read it. You're not important at all. A book entitled Political Economics, the primer, sits primely on the shelf. Given the subject matter, this book seems really accessible. This would probably make for a good refresher. Oh, a book on horse riding. Is not what I should be reading right now. I've got to study for my exams, not about horses. I can't wait to show these upper class students up. But with the cats in here. I thought Cat managed to get in here. I guess I must have been looking for somewhere to get out of the rain. Cats like fresh milk, right? Maybe it'd make her happy. Next time I get some, I'll bring it along. Oh, hello there. Did you come along to review some of what we covered in class? Actually, I was just passing by. Hey, oh come now. There's no need to be shy, not when it comes to history. Let's get started, shall we? Why don't we go over every little thing that might possibly come up on your exam? This sounds like it could be helpful, if I can actually stay awake. Nice. Now the next place to go is the gym. Then I'll head to the Student Union building, and then talk to Towa, Laura, and V. Hold on. I just need to think if there really is anything in here. I mean, I would think there's something in here. What would be in here? Training hall? I don't think I need to go in there. Hey, what's this? A book entitled Military Science. A primer sits upon the bench like a courageous commander. Yep. This is one well-written book. The illustrations really bring things to life, too. Wait a second. This probably belongs to someone. Nobody would leave a book like this behind, so I'm sure they'll be back soon. I'll just leave this here. I'm learning a lot. I thought you guys weren't studying together. Okay, well, I think the next place for me to go is, yeah, I should now go to the Student Union building. So that's where we will go then. And then we'll talk to Towa after I am sure there's nothing left. Studying is so boring. But reading here might make things interesting. In fact, I got a great idea. Why don't we have a little Q&A competition? Every time someone gets a question wrong... right. Seriously? I'm not doing that. Never in a million years. Okay, guess we won't be studying at all then. That's not what I meant. As long as everyone keeps their clothes on, I'm fine with helping you two study. That'd probably help me too. Man, look at that. Man, what's the point in studying? I just want to go to the fencing club. Damn it. Bruh. Man, all the cute girls keep chasing me off since they don't want to be bothered while they're studying. What's the point of being on edge in this late in the game? You either know something or you don't. Cramming's now a waste of my time. I didn't want to talk. Stop talking to me, James. Oh yeah. I didn't fix that stuff. This would be better for her. Here you go, Fee. You need that. I should really buy some reviving stuff. Like, honestly, I should buy a bunch of these. How many can I buy? I can buy like 48 mechs. I'm gonna buy at least 10 of these things. Should I? I think we're good, actually. I might get more later on. Literature Club. Hey. A book entitled Erebonian History and Pictures is on the shelf. What is this? It's more like a comic book than a traditional textbook. It does seem historically accurate, though. Can't hurt to give it a read. Feeling confident about these midterms, Dorothy? I never have a problem with classical studies or literature. In fact, I'm very excited for classical studies. Letting my fantasies take over as I study works wonders, for instance. How could I ever forget the star-crossed knight whose love-hate relationship took a tragic turn when they met in combat? Hey, you're getting all starry-eyed. He's just playing his chess. Whoa. Huh. Towa! I'm here to talk to you about my studying. Because I think I have all the answers now. So, Towa, Laura, and then V. Oh, hi, Reen. How goes the studying? I suppose it's probably fine. But these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm more than a little nervous. First years. How innocent. It doesn't help that military academies have a lot of subjects other than schools. Don't, but you'll get used to it. That's true. Combat studies and military science, to name two. Oh, and you're going to want to make sure that you're ready for the political economics exam, too. This is a lot of paperwork on the desk. Why's that? Well, it's a mustache man subject. That's not a very nice thing to call Vice Principal Heinrich Angie. He does seem like the type to write a ridiculously hard exam. Oh, I know. How about I give you a hand for studying, if you're free at least? Are you sure? Of course, you're always helping me out, right? Political economics is Towa's strongest subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. Well, if you're offering, I'd really appreciate it. I sure am. Let's get started then. Thus, Reen and Towa's study session began. Most of the stuff I was unsure about makes a lot of sense now. That's good to hear. We should probably go over some current affairs too. For an exam? Yeah, the vice principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into his exams. This year, maybe we should go over some recently enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing he put in there. Just so most people could be caught off guard, get it wrong, and get lectured at for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws. The Financial Transaction Act from last year is one of the best known, I suppose. It requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risk when selling them. A number of people have suffered massive losses buying shares lately, so it would be passed. Was passed to keep people informed. So that's the history behind the Financial Transactions Act. Then there's the Imperial Transportation Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was last year, too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners, but car accidents were getting out of hand. And that was especially true in Heimdall, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to try and remember that. And then there's the Provincial Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you could think of. In other words, a fancy name for the much revealed tax increases. They're being enacted in the provinces about doubling land and business taxes. You've probably at least heard about them. I have, yeah. It seemed like a pretty major topic back in Celtic. If he's going to set a question about a recent law, it's probably going to be about one of these. Hopefully that'll be of some help at least. Even if none of them come up, you've really helped me out. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Thank you both for all your help. I didn't do anything at all. I'm just hanging out. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks, I will. I knew the bond would increase. That is why I came here. So now we will go... Oh yeah, we gotta go to the old schoolhouse. I'll do that before we go see Wara. We'll see Wara after we see Fee and Instructor Sarah. Hello, ladies. Are the two of you going over Erebonian history? I can't memorize things like this. Guess it's all pointless. Fee, that seems a little harsh. Oh, I know. Why don't you join us, Reen? I'm sure it would make fine studying more enjoyable for Fee, too. That sounds like a good idea to me. The exam's going to be focused on the War of the Lines, right? That's right. Shall we start from the beginning, then? After that, whatever gathered soldiers in the North Highlands. And in the year 952 of the Serpent calendar, he liberated the capital, bringing the war to an end. Excellent! Well done, Fee. I guess it stuck. Incidentally, the war came to an end in July of that year, which is next month, so that's easy to remember. They say it was rainy in Heimdall that day. But legend has it that the moment Emperor whatever stepped into the city, the rain stopped. Huh, that's neat. Yeah, that seems like a story that'll stick in my memory. You're a pretty good teacher, aren't you? Wow, her head just snapped over. Well, I'm always using tricks like these to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes sense of it. It makes it that much easier for the material to stick in your memory. Interesting. So that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it too. Shall we finish this stuff off then? Please. Reen stayed with Emma and Fee for a while longer, making sure they knew their Erebonian history back to front. Nice. Let's go. We're gonna go see Instructor Sarah now over the old schoolhouse. And then we'll go see Wara and Lisa. Wish I could just sprint while holding the umbrella, man. Can you still hear the... Dude, like, seriously? Freaking set your game here with the rain and the birds. Oh man, it just sounds good. Hey, Instructor. Oh, Instructor, were you checking out the old schoolhouse? Yep, just a quick peek inside, though. You'll be pleased to know that there don't seem to be any major changes since last month. I'm totally fine with that. At least that means we can just focus on studying for our midterms then. I really would like to know what's going on with this building, though. Well, whether we ever find out or not, all depends on your investigations. Still, I think you guys are edging closer to whatever that truth may be. And you almost seem ready to start using combat links at a more advanced level too. Oh please, can we get Rush? What? Advanced level? You mean there's more? Oh, your Arcus units still have plenty of little tricks and features hidden away. The greater the awareness of your link partner, the more effective your combat link will be. But don't take my word for it. Try it out during your next investigation. Sure. I don't really know what she's trying to get at. She's talking about Rush and, like, group Rush. Alrighty then. Let's go see Wara and Elisa. I'll go on ahead and save before we talk. Because it will end the day. Oh yeah, I didn't, crap, I gotta go through, like, all of this to make sure things are different here. I mean, like, I just take their stuff off for right now because, like, you know, you never know what will change around here. Take their stuff off and reassess things here. Give her this. See, because what I find to be a real good party so far is Reen, Elliot, Wara, and Elisa. Like, that seems to be the good party right now. As much as I may like, you know, Fee and... I mean, really, that would be the only change, is probably Elisa or Elliot would leave the team, but you know what? This is our main team, this is what we got going on.